Bonjour. Ça va? Yeah, I feel good. Slowly, day by day, adapting on the new team, on the new things in the team, in the club. So at the moment, everything is going I think, in a good direction. So I'm happy.
How do you feel in your new place, new country?
Yeah, I feel good. Everyone is very nice to me and my family. Everyone tried to help us, and they welcome me in a very nice way.
You lived in big city, London, Manchester, Rome.
Manchester is not big city.
It's not a big city. It's bigger than Rennes.
Yeah, a bit bigger. Yeah.
It's a big change, I guess.
No, I have to be honest. I'm happy here. Rennes, as you said, is not big city, but it's easy to reach the things. So everything is 10-15 minutes. Whatever you want to do, everything is close. So I think it's perfect place for me.
Okay, good. One game on the bench against Lens, a few days after you arrived. Always on the lineup since. You became a key player immediately.
I don't know if I'm the key player. I just want to help the team. I feel the confidence from the coach and his staff and players. So I have to say that I can still improve. Of course, I'm still adapting and I want to play better. So I'm working very hard every day. So it's what I can say at the moment.
What do you think about your beginnings?
I think that physically I feel good. Of course, as I said, I think that I can play much better than I played last couple of games. I don't say that I didn't play well, but I can play better. So I think that we still can see better games from me.
And you don't win a game so far.
Yeah, it was all draws. Yeah. We as a team we have to improve in some things, and I think that we have quality for much more. And of course, everyone knows that we have a very young team, which is normal that the team has some ups and downs, but I think that we have big potential.
What about the beginnings of the team? What do you think about the way the team play?
I think that we have a good idea how to play. Of course, that the way we want to play is not always easy, to be always in control with the ball and always to press high. And that's the thing that we are trying to do every day in training, to improve, to see where we make mistakes and not to repeat them. So the team is improving step by step, and as I said, a lot of young players, and it's normal that the team is still progressing.
The spirit is good.
Yeah, I think in the dressing room the atmosphere is good. And of course, will be even better with some wins.
Rennes is normally a team who likes attacking, scoring a lot. It seems difficult for the team the last two games. How do you explain that?
So last two games we played 0-0, yeah, and 2-2.
Not with many occasions.
Yeah, but that's football. When you play away against kind of teams like Brest, it's not easy. For me, that game was important not to concede the goal, and to see what we can do up front. To see sometimes you don't need 100 opportunities to score goals. Sometimes you win the game with one chance. So for me, that was a good point, and that game showed us that we can also defend good and not to concede goal. And of course, we have so much talented players. They always want to score, to dribble, to make a difference. But sometimes the opponent don't allow you to score that many goals. Sometimes you can win the game 1-0, and we have to learn that.
There is a lot of new players in the team, you included. Your coach said you have a hard work to do to play really, really good together. Do you feel that?
Of course, everyone needs to work. Doesn't matter if you're a football player or you are doing another job. The work at the end pays off. Sometimes you need to wait a little bit of time, but with the good work, you don't need to worry about the future.
What is the thing you think the team must the most improve?
I think the team has to be more patient with the ball. We look like we want to score every action, which is obviously not possible. And sometimes when we look like we are nervous to finish the action as soon as possible, and which is normal for our team. When you have the players 18, 19, 20 years old, that's normal. And as I said, by the time we will be better and better in every single moment of the game.
You play in France for first time. What do you think about the championship, the level?
I think the French championship reminds me of Premier League, English Premier League.
Really?
I think that all teams are similar in terms of quality, and everyone can beat anyone. So that reminds me of Premier League. The tempo of the game is on a high level. So if I have to compare French championship, that will be definitely Premier League.
Is this a surprise for you?
No, I knew it. I knew it before. Of course, I watch some kind of games. It's not surprise for me. So yeah, today in football you cannot be surprised. So it's easy to see the games.
You touch a lot of balls during games. For example, 112 against Le Havre, for example. It's huge, really huge for a Rennes player. What the coach Genesio asks to you? What does he want you doing on the pitch?
Depends which game we play. Depends of the opponent, because I play in defensive midfield. Sometimes I have to help my defenders to make that balance between the defenders and midfield and the strikers. So sometimes I need to take care about the opponent attackers, midfielders, and I know my job really well, what I have to do, and sometimes you have to adapt. But the coach always, like any other player in the team, he always, before the game, he tells me exactly what he wants from me, and I cannot tell you everything because, yeah, sometimes you need to keep this as a secret. Yeah.
The club and the coach wants you being one of the leaders of the team, a guide for the other players. Are you already doing that? Do you talk a lot on the locker room, on the pitch?
At the moment, not that much, because as you know, I don't speak French very good. But of course, that step by step, slowly, when I'm trying to help young guys when I think that they need the advice. But of course, I will continue to do that, and slowly, step by step, I think that I can help them a lot with my experience.
So Nemanja, you saw that seeing you coming in Rennes was unexpected for everybody, I think. You are the player with the biggest career signing in the club, London, Manchester, Roma to Rennes. Do you still understand the surprise for people to see you here?
Yeah, I understand, but I have to be honest. The club has, like Rennes, they should continue this way, and for the future, players with a big name, big career, shouldn't be surprised for Rennes supporters. So I think that as I said, I understand, but the project that this club has and the work that they put every day on the pitch with the young players should be the right route for the club, and I think that in the future many players will recognize that, and many players will like to be in our club.
What will be a good season for you with Rennes?
It's hard. I don't like to make any predictions. It's hard to say, but I always prefer to say the next game for me is the most important game of my career. So we are focused on the next game. Then step by step we will see what we are able to make. I'm sure that this team doesn't have the limit because I see a lot of quality. So I don't want to put any kind of pressure on young players, but they need to understand that they have a lot of qualities and we can beat anyone.
You are 35 with big trophy wins. We can ask you: are you still hungry?
Of course, in football. I don't count past. The past doesn't exist for me. As I said, the next game is always the most important game of my life, and the past will stay in the museum, and I'm of course hungry for more, and the next goal for me is very important, and I want to make some good things with Rennes.
You are not retired yet? Not yet, not coming in.
No, I don't see that in next 3-4 years.
This is an important week for the team with the comeback of Europa League. Do you know that you played more European games personally than the whole club in this history?
You mean all players?
No, the club.
The club
played 80 European games.
Okay.
You played 93.
Okay, but for sure in the future the club will have more games than me, because in 3-4 years I will stop playing and Rennes will continue. So as I said, the club is growing, and I believe in next 3-4 years the club will be on the top level.
You know that you have been recruited to help the club crossing the line in Europe. You are aware of that?
Yeah, as I said, I will do my best to help the team, and let's see. It's hard to say from this chair now before we start Europa League what we're gonna do, but I can promise that me and my teammates, we will do our best.
But how can you help the team being better in European game with your experience?
First, from my experience, I need to adapt on the team, on the club, on the league, and then if I can help the team 1% to improve from the last season, that will be positive, and we will see. I believe in my quality, and step by step, I think that I will be on my level very soon.
Maybe you're calm during odd games.
Sorry.
Maybe you're being calm during the game could be.
Yeah, not only that. I think that every player has his qualities that he can put on the pitch and to help the team. And when you connect everything on the pitch, then you can see the improvement. Because football is not individual sport. So you cannot play alone. So you have to adapt first on the team, then your quality will, everyone can see after your quality.
European games are the most exciting game to play when we are football player like you?
Yeah, I think everyone is attractive, if I can say like that. But to be honest, when I played in Premier League, I didn't have that feeling that much, because in Premier League every game was hard. Every game was Champions League game. So for me, when I played in Premier League, when you play Champions League, sometimes you face more difficult opponents in the league than in the Champions League. So, but it's always something different, and of course brings another energy. And Champions League, Europa League are interesting for people to see.
You have to go to the pitch with a different spirit in Europe.
I think that spirit always has to be the same. When you step on the pitch from the first minute, you have to be concentrated, you have to be motivated. So it doesn't matter if it's Europa League or the league.
You played 93 games in Champions League or Europa League. What is maybe your best memories? Hard question.
Hard question, but was many big games in Champions League, in Europa League. I play 2 finals, Europa League, or 3. That was not a great memory, because one final with Benfica I lost in the last minute, 2-1 against Chelsea, and one on penalties against Sevilla. But that also was a good experience. It's not easy to reach the European final, and before that game, during that game, the atmosphere is great. People are happy. So was every European game for me was great experience. But when you reach the final, all that before the game is nice, and many people call you for tickets. Everyone wants to see finals, so it's a good experience. So I hope that I can repeat that here.
You lost 3 finals, sorry.
No, but 2 I played.
2 you played.
I think that
it's hard to manage, I guess.
Yeah, Man United final against Villarreal. I didn't play. I think I can't remember anymore. So many games. It's hard to manage, yeah, but that's football. It's not easy to lose the final, but you have to look forward and search for the next goal.